Hey, good morning, faves. It's your Fav Ms. Renee. I'm back, y'all, in a different kind of headspace. But good morning. And I hope you guys will rise to this beautiful new day that God has made. I'm sitting outside on my little patio right now. Wish you guys could see how beautiful the colors and the flowers and the peace is and feels out here on this grand new day. I am also, of course, enjoying my morning joe. That is so good. You guys, I have been doing like a lot of people. I've been watching the protests and the riots. I've been watching it. And I think I need to speak on it. So what are my thoughts? What are my feelings? Where do I stand? Well, let's say this. Let's be very, very frank with things. I am a black woman. I have black children. 2 of those children are boys. I have 7 grandchildren. 2 of those 7 are boys. Make no mistake of who I am and what I stand for. I love my children. I love the children that I serve. I love God's children. Man, woman, boy, girl. Black, white, brown, yellow, white. It doesn't matter to me. I love everyone. But what I don't love is seeing a black person, just because they're black, being brutally beaten or murdered. That don't sit good with me. It could be me. Easily. It could be me. It could be one of my sons. It could be my grandson. It could be my cousins, my nephews. It could be very easily. So, I want to be clear. I want to be really, really clear. I do not believe that every police officer is a bad cop. That doesn't make sense. Sorry, y'all. I don't believe that. I don't know what happened. So, anyway, trying to get back to my train of thought. No, I do not think that every cop is a bad cop. I don't. But are there some? Yes. Yes. And unfortunately, the bad ones seem to stick out like sore thumbs. Okay? And unfortunately, the bad ones create a barrier of hatred between regular people. See, the problem is those few bad cops, they make it bad for the whole force. They make it bad for everybody. They make it bad to be a good cop, and they make it bad to black people like me who just living their lives. Doesn't make sense. So, hell no, it's not okay. to kill black people because they're black and because you hold some sense of authority and something they did or didn't do that you don't like, or just because they black, you don't want to see them no more. So I could go on and on about that, but I don't want to. I don't want to make this video about something that I don't like. Okay? I do want to speak to someone that I do like. That is my young black people. You guys, I've watched you. I've watched you take a stand. And I'm proud of that. I've watched you peacefully protest. I've watched you speak and stand your ground. You know, speak your minds and stand your ground. I've watched you. I admire that fire, that passion. That is so amazing. And I support you. 110 support you. I support your efforts. I support your organizations. I support your love, your determination. I support your care and concern for your future, for your lives, for what is wrong, and you want it to stop. I support that. Make no mistake, I support that. You know, I look at this generation and you guys have something in you that even my generation didn't have. You know, me and one of my best friends sat on the phone, and really me and a few of my best friends have talked about this and how we see each generation doing something a little bit more differently, taking a little bit more of a stand to make a difference in our world concerning social injustices, inequality, all of that stuff. I definitely want you to know that I support you, that I see you, and that I support you. And I respect the protest. And I'm in agreement with the protest. Now let's talk about what's not okay, what's not cool. Okay, I woke up this morning and I woke up to some really troubling and disturbing videos this morning of West Louisville and the looting that was going on in the West. And it was so disheartening. It was so discouraging. It literally hurt my heart. I'm sure I cried a little. I'm sure I was speechless watching the videos. The Kroger that was destroyed at West Broadway, which just so happens to be, you know, outside of the Kroger on 34th, okay, the Kroger at 28th, it's the West End Kroger. It's the Kroger that folks can catch the TARC to. It's the Kroger that folks can get a Uber to. It's where you can get a Lyft or an Uber. Or I don't know what y'all were thinking. I know you want to be heard. And my opinion about getting attention from the people that need to get the attention, my opinion, it kind of goes back and forth a little bit. It's not real solid on how to get their attention. I've heard people say, you know, you got to get in them pockets if you want to get their attention. Okay, so destroying property means getting their attention. I don't know about the destroying the properties part. I don't know about that part. That's the part I'm not certain about. Do you have to destroy property to get their attention? I watched a video where people were, I guess, breaking into a bank and stealing an ATM machine. And do you realize the whole time that was going on, there were people just shooting rounds and rounds and rounds, just shooting. Those bullets sometimes reach an innocent bystander on the other side of the street, around the corner even. They go through bricks sometimes. Y'all got to be careful. Now, this is the part that is troubling. Seriously. I know you want to be heard. I know you feel like you've got a point that needs to be proven and you want to be taken seriously and you want to stand and you want to be heard. I get it. But y'all, do it without destroying your own community. You're missing the whole point here. The whole purpose is not to destroy our own community. I want you to think about, I want you to be mindful of our purpose here. Because our purpose is Breonna Taylor, who was murdered in her home. It's Mr. Floyd. It's Ahmaud. It's Sandra. It's you name it. We have a purpose. And we have a point to prove. How we prove it? Are we criminal with it? Are we making more of a problem? Come on, y'all. Wake up, let's think. We can do this without all the destruction. We can do this without the destruction. Our voices are heard. Trust and believe. And I do believe you got to stand for something or you fall for anything. I use that all the time with JBT. But how you stand is important too. Now, I want y'all to keep your heads up and your eyes open. But I want you to be careful out here. Till next time. Bye for now.